Welcome back to Market Mastery, the 1 hour you need in the market to make sense of this madness. What a start to the week. The S&P pushing again, but staying pretty tidy. Allergies. Tough stuff. Welcome back. How many weeks in a row have we hit on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It 11 weeks straight. Beautiful. 11 weeks straight. Beautiful thing. Porter, did you put up that banner thing with the link? I wanted to pop that on there. To get the SPY Playmaker straight away. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to talk about the SPY. We are going to map out those levels, and then if you are in the SPY Playmaker group, you will get those options trades sent directly to you. Remember, it's just 2 options, contracts, and all the levels to make it super easy. Options trading isn't complicated. Lighting is terrible at this moment. Thank you. Oh, yeah, let me repost on Twitter. It was my anniversary. Thanks to trading, I actually had a really good anniversary because took a little bit of profits, roll them into the anniversary. Remember, if this doesn't turn into money that's allowing you to live your life and enjoy the shit out of it, then there's no point in spending all this time learning how to do it. Okay. Okay. I finally got my whole Robinhood situation fixed. Back in my account. Ooh, the snap orders filled. Wait. The SPY puts? Oh my God, did we? Oh my God, I am such a silly boy. Those hit. Those really hit. That's fantastic. Oh my Lord. I didn't even realize those sold. What a beautiful thing. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Even those SPY puts, so if you're in the Discord, I thought those were going to go bad. That made us $234. We bought those for $80 a piece, sold them for 200 a clip. What a treat. That's fantastic. Hell yeah. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, that was the 29th. Sorry, that was the wrong. I thought they were the ones from the other day. Those did expire worthless, but the calls did pay. The lottos did not play. Who is still, we talked a little bit about letting the winners ride. Who's still holding Hood? Get some. Wow. Wow. This is unreal. This market is something else. How fantastic. All right, let me get these. Get a retweet out. If you could retweet, tag a ticker, I'd appreciate you greatly. We do this for free in the hopes that it'll reach some people. Get out there. Teach you something. Get this shared out. Tag us if you repost. I always like saying thank you. Okay. Okay. Retweet this Penny Boys one and we'll get cooking. Sorry, a little slow today. It's hard to be back. Spy trades hit. I can't believe that hood trade turned 400 into 20K. Okay. Whew. Twitter. Sorry, guys. I'm not. Some people are better at managing all this down. So if you want to get the SPY Playmaker spent right to you, that's the link right there. Let's get into it right now. Very pretty straightforward range that we're going to be looking at here. We're going to go to the the 15 or the 30 minute here to get a better handle on this chart. 30 minutes your safer bet. You can see that this thing has really been just kind of maintaining steady. I think this week it's going to be pretty straightforward. You've just got a pretty concise trend line. You can see right there that red trend line is critical. You just want to see that continue to extend. So that red trend line is going to be the number one area we monitor for the SPY this week. If you want these charts specifically, go to TradingView and follow our account. It's just at Pennyboys, one word, Pennyboys with an I. I publish these charts so you can actually have my chart with my levels and you can look at that. So make sure you follow the TradingView account to get these charts that I publish. So pretty straightforward. Our top line resistance is going to be 649.87. We're going to follow the trend line as bottom line. This is our major pivot, this yellow line. If we go below this point, I think in a larger time frame, the chart falls apart. So if we stay above the trend line, then I think we are still in the running for continued bullish action, right? Market should hold itself up, propped or not, it should hold up. So if we get a breakout over 650, we are going to be looking to the upside. I will post that trade to all of you following SPY Playmaker. If we break the trend line, there will be a downside trade. I will be breaking down for all of you. Remember, I give you the exact options contract, literally the strike price, the expiration, and when I like to buy and sell it, basically the levels at which I'm trading it. You are going to have all that and more. So make sure you get access to SPY Playmaker, or if you're a premium member, you already have it. Don't worry about it. If you don't have it, I'm going to put this on the screen to make it easy. You can get in and get our daily watch list. If you are not trading options, get this daily watch list. So that way you have some stocks to look at. You have some educational materials coming your way, and you can get access to some of our trading education materials to get you started, right? It's free. I don't want shit from you. Just don't lose money in the market because you make it weaker for everyone. So that's your SPY levels. Again, we're going to keep very concise. Again, if you want the exact contracts and the exact levels and how I'm going to trade them, I break all that out in a very concise guide. Those trades have hit 11 weeks in a row, basically for at least 50% of trade, meaning 11 trades hit for 50% plus. If you put in $100, let's chat GPT this to find out what that would be. Oh, actually, we can follow the exact if I started with exactly $1,000, took each of these trades, and saw at least 50% of the maximum available return, How much money would I have in 11 weeks? I'm only taking one trade per week. Amazing. So let's see. If you took one of these per week, what your $1,000 would compound to in 11 weeks. Analyzing, calculating, analyzing. Adrian, how you living? Come on, calculate faster. Oh. Oh, that's compounding. Let's imagine you didn't scale up and only took the one trade with the required debit to hold one contract. Because it says compounding, if you scaled up the amount each week, you'd have $132,000. But that's, again, compounding. Okay, it's calculating the debit. And the 640 put from 912 stopped out or hit for 20%. Okay, so if you just took each trade, because you only needed $1,000 total to take one of these trades, right? This is amazing. Wow, holy shit. Another sneeze. Okay, let's see what this has come up with. Okay, so if you, oh my God, even better, conservatively, if you only saw 50% of the available gains, which would be bad, right? Because that means you cut the trade way too early, you would still take your account from 1,000 to almost $4,000 in basically 2.5 months. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. All right, let's get this banner off here. It's in the way. Get the Playmaker link. I don't know where that fucking link went, so whatever. Okay, there's the SPY. Let's get into it because there's a few we need to cover and have enough time. Let me hit through these comments real quick. Sticking with 6 p.m. for now. For right this minute. Happy anniversary. Thanks. AJ, you look geeked out. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Adrian, how you living? I also would watch that. Probably he did get me sick. Went to California. God knows what he brought back. Outside of his he came back with a raging liberal agenda. That'd be hilarious. Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys are taking advantage. Honestly, this is like one of the one things that like drives me nuts is that like I'm trying to figure out how to be able to take advantage of all the trades. Honestly, I just need a monkey or a bot. Love that. Okay, so there's the link right there. If you want to get it, I'm going to take it off in a second. So make sure you write it down or grab it. Actually, I'll put it at the bottom. There it is. Somebody missed it last week and asked me for it, and I didn't have the link. There you go. Okay. We're good to go. Okay. All right. So SPY, again, the levels will be sent to you. We talked about them a little bit. We're going to be following trend more than anything this week. First one up on the list is Hood. This is why you let the winners run, baby. RFO, I don't know if that's the exact win rate. It's close. I would assume it's very close, but I don't want to quote it and say it's exact, but it's pretty damn close to that. So basically, this strategy it's very simple. I mean, to be honest, it's not like I came up with something crazy. I came up with something immensely predictable, and that's how we're able to hit these with such accuracy. Basically, you're getting the same advantages that market makers are is kind of like you're getting that advantage at small scale. So like this strategy works up to like $100 million. Okay. So here we've got Robinhood. Again, this is one that we called out at like $8. And I get it. You don't want to hear about that. That was then. We're not here anymore. So what have you done for me lately? Well, a few things. So we talked about this being a smash at 60. Even if you missed our $8 entry. So this is when we called it out. 2023 below $8. I get it. That was back then. So we called it out again in 2025 at 60. Then we called it out again at 85. It is now at 117. I can't give you more than that. I just can't. So if you miss this one, you missed this one. This is not like have zero interest in a new entry now for this name. When we break 132 and we head to 200, then I'll consider it. So breakout over 135, I'll consider that move to 200, but I'm just going to keep holding. This is a name I don't know if I'll ever sell. At least the equity. The options, I absolutely will. But the beauty of this, the options are up like 8,000% or something crazy, 6,000%. And they're up like 5,000-6,000%. So I'm just going to keep holding the equity. I'm going to be scaling out of the options. Obviously, I'm out of most of them, but that's one on how you let the winners run is you continue to identify the next breakout opportunities where you'd buy more, and then you just don't. That's what I do. I need to know where it's going to break out and what the levels are just to stay on top of it, but I'm not going to buy more right now because my allocation I'm satisfied with. But the options for this trade specifically turned $400 into $20,000. 2 contracts that I called out. We bought for $400 total for both. Those 2 contracts combined now are worth $20,000. So, question, if you're watching this stream, type a 1 in the chat if you at any point in the last 2 years have had $400 cash that you could have invested, but you didn't, or you invest. Just if you've had $400 that you could have invested, type a 1 in the chat. Type a 0 if you have not encountered. If $400 has never been in your hands in cash to where you could just put it into a brokerage account, type a 0. If you've had $400 that you could have invested but chose not to, or maybe you bought something else, type a 1 in the chat. So again, if you've not had $400 to invest in the last 2 years, type 0. If you have had $400 or more than $400 invested in the last 2 years, type a 1. Just have a lot of bots in this stream right now. I get no comments. We got 300 people here, but we got 3 people comment. Okay. There, now we're seeing some comments. I know, Breckley. So beautiful. All right. Well, so if you typed a 1 and you're not trading with us in the Discord, you should think about that. Again, this one trade was 400. Let's look at another trade that did the same thing. Got a few of them. Palantir. Wow, my computer is slow. Rocket Lab, another one. So same thing with Palantir. We talked about this trend line. We talked about a buy at 68. So we called this one out back here. So again, this was another one in 2023. So I get it. What have you done for me lately? Well, called it out at 70 in 2025. Called it out at 106 in 2025. Called it out again at one in July of just last month. 2 months ago, we called it out again. So 3 times in just the last year. Again, if you're in the Discord, you'd know all that and you'd have that information. And this would be a very profitable return in your account if it was a trade you took. If you're red, this is what I'd love to know. Who here is red on NVIDIA, any of the big names that ran, the NVIDIA, AMD, Palantir, Robinhood, Rocket Lab, Snowflake, all the ones that ran, are you, if you're red on any of those big names, or you didn't get any action at all, type a 0 in the chat. So if you didn't make money on Robinhood, NVIDIA, Palantir, on all those names, type 0 in the chat. If you did, type a 1. I'm just trying to get a feel for like who's here and where are you at? Like, are you brand new and you know nothing and we need to start there? Or is it like the membership we have where you guys are already acclimated in the stock market? You have a good idea of what you want to do. You're just looking for extra research and extra guidance. Beautiful. All right. We got a lot of people checking in there on profits for Palantir, Hood, all of them. That's good. That's very good. So again, the question is, what do we do next? So same thing for all these trades. You've got the levels. Again, follow the trading view account. That's where you know you can get all of these charts with all of our levels. So do that. We're just following the TA at this point. The fundamentals are not going to change for this name right now. So TA is what matters in this moment because we have such a good entry point. Same with Robinhood, same with NVIDIA, same with everything else. So let's look at a name that hasn't fully matured. We have a good entry, but it's not 10x yet. God, this internet's bad right now. Can you guys hear me, or is the connection cutting out? If you can hear me, type a 1. If the connection's bad, type 0. If you can hear me, type a 1. Easiest way to communicate. Okay, good. Okay, so Snowflake again. Remember, we bought this at $1.15, so $115. We're buying it down here. It hit our targets, right? Our first target we're looking at was 183, and then 230. Both targets hit. We went as high as 250. We now want to see this chart. We want to see this start climbing over this line and hanging out right here. That's what we need to see. Because if we do, then we're going to retest 400, and this is going to be a hell of a trade. One hell of a trade. So congrats if you got in on Snowflake, still holding. This is a banger. I want to update this one as well. God, this is obnoxious. Absolutely crushing. So remember, we bought this at $1.50 right here. We are currently approaching our second target, which was $2.50. That's 83% upside on EQS. Posted that in my channel in the Discord. Again, if you're not in the Discord, the live trade alerts are posted there. Go there. Go there. Ooh, Porter, I got a good idea. That way we can help people when they get in there. We could drop the links to the Discord right now, and then just look at the free chat. And like while you guys are on the stream, you could check into the Discord so that we get you set up and get you the roles, because you just got to click the disclaimer and a few things to get access to all the education, the trade alerts. We should actually be posting the link during the stream so that while people are watching the stream and coming in, we can help them get acclimated. That'd be a great idea. In the meantime, you could just go to the Discord and all right. And then look for that channel, Big Quench Trades. Okay, so EQS still holding. It's about her second target. Again, takes them off target 1, then target 2. If this keeps going, we have upside as high as about $3 with a chance. Look at the volume here. With a chance of this thing going pretty crazy. As high as $4. So definitely stay on these trades, guys. This is free money. We bought this $1.50, ran almost 83% so far. You got to check a channel in Discord. So it's straightforward. On to the next one on our list. Another trade we gave out that we're still watching. I wanted to give everyone an update so that everyone knows what's going on as far as what my plan is, how I'm executing it, what I'm seeing in the market, and what I think is going to happen in the next couple days / weeks. So let's move on to Ring. Once this chart loads, 45 minutes later. There she blows. Okay. So this one is, I think, going to be one of our best trades of the year. Remember, we scooped this up down here, low 20s, or excuse me, mid 20s, low 30s. Jeez, I can't speak. Mid 20s, low 30s. This one is looking good. We're almost up about 10% here. Options are up significantly, about to hit the top of that range. It's about 33% upside to 34.25. Long-term upside here, we're aiming for a retest of this right here, this 280 mark. That is the golden mean. We look for the retracement to it, and I think we are going to get it. I think this is, again, when I told you in the beginning, this is one that I'm betting on as a potential 5-bagger, 3 to 5-bagger, I think. I think it's got that potential if they execute well and the data is clean. So keep in mind, there's risk in everything. This is not advice. These are not suggestions. These are just what I'm doing. You take it for what it's worth and go from there. But as always, all of this is independent to you. It's never about what I'm doing. If you follow what I'm doing, you'll lose. If you follow the techniques I'm using and the trades I'm executing and fit them within what you do, meaning like if you're 70 years old and you need retirement funds, you shouldn't be trading high risk options. But if you're 70 and you don't have any retirement income, at this point, what do you have to lose? It's kind of where I'm at with it. So point being, it works because I do it a certain way with a certain discipline, all of which we share openly and teach you, right? If you are in the SPY Playmaker group. But that's the point. It's a disciplined process. So even if you're new to trading, that's why it's worked so well, because I give you the ranges. So here's how high I think the price is going to go total. And then here's what I'm going to do when it hits this level. But if it hits this level, I'm going to do something different. And then I break down exactly what it is. So for this one in particular, if for some reason, we lose this range, if we lose this $25, I will buy this down to 21. I will double up and I will buy more at 21. Then I will be done. Then the stop will be in place and I will truly evaluate the viability of the position at that point. Because if we retest 21, that's a long-term base dating back 10 years ago. If we can't hold that support and bring those same buyers back in, that means that the people who believed in this business 10 years ago no longer believe in it, which is not good. Because anyone with a brain that believes is going to see the value. So in 10 years, the advancement of technology, this company isn't worth more than it was 10 years ago. I doubt it. That doesn't make sense. Just the data they've collected alone is worth more. So that's how you know this is an arbitrage opportunity that makes no sense. And we are just taking advantage of a market correction that hasn't occurred yet. The correction being Ring is undervalued and underpriced. It makes no sense. So we're buying it while it's undervalued and underpriced just for the market to say, oh shit, we need to reprice this. They'll reprice it. We'll be up 50%. We sell half, and now we keep the rest, and we're up on a strong position with a strong profit and no concerns for short-term volatility. So I love this one. Yeah, let's do the screener. It's been working out. I'm going to pull this up here. I built a custom screener a number of years ago. Those of you that attended Trader's Paradise, my dogs, you already have access to the source code. So congrats, because I will not be giving it to anyone else ever. I honestly had remorse of giving it to anyone, but if I had to give it to anyone, it's you guys, and I love you. So let me get this pulled up here. Again, this is a screener. That will walk you through a couple setups that populate. This thing hits with remarkable accuracy. So we'll look at a quick back test. Okay. So here's our swing filter here. Let's back test this. Look at, okay, so these are the results from Friday. So if you just followed the trades that it posted Friday, MBOT hit for 22%. This one hit for 12, 4, 3, 6, 9, and then a bunch for -1, -1, -1, -2, -2. So 1, 2, 3. Let's say these are each 2, 2, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 17, 18. So -20% and positive 22. So 34, 34, 40, 44, and then 0.25. So 44 minus, so 20% net. If you took all even same amount of money, $100 in every trade, you're up 20%. Beautiful. All right. So let's look at the ones that it popped up for today. If any of these stick out to you, call it out. Type the ticker in the chat. If any of these are sticking out as ones that you want to take a look at, type it in the chat. Not much popping that I'm Hey Asoya, that's a great question. I missed the RNG option on that market wrap up. Who can I message for it? If you're in premium, you can send a message to Porter. That'll be your best bet. Oh. I know which one I'm looking at. None of these are popping for you guys. Like none of these tickers are sticking out to you. There's a few that look pretty interesting, actually. Again, if any of these tickers stand out, type them in the chat. But there's two in particular I'm interested in. Octo. Was that on? Oh, you can't see these? There, now you can see them a little better. I'll just make them big. Should have came last year, Breckle. That's why we did it. It was the because it was the first one ever. So it's like I got to give something I would never ever give away again that I think is worth $10,000. This is easily worth. This has been worth $100,000 easy to me. Like we've collectively made stupid amount of money from just this one screener alone. Okay, well, I am going to just move on because no one's given me anything to work with here. So I'm going to jump on the one that I think looks super interesting and I feel like probably has some sort of shady aspect to it that I think we could take advantage of, and that's it hurts. Look at that. Bare bottom of the value chain. I would assume that just the vehicles they have right now are probably equivalent on value with the whole company. Insider zone 3%. Let's see. Institutions have been buying more Hertz. It's been downgraded by everyone to like between a $3 and a $10 price target, but that usually tells me that I just have a. I think the risk on move is here. Like there's some huge options juice here. And the Amazon partnership makes everything more interesting. And I don't think it's really being recognized here. Yeah, I have a feeling. That's how I know. I just want to completely ignore everyone and just go on this rabbit hole. Go down this rabbit hole right now. That's how I know it's an idea worth exploring. Okay. So we're going to look at the options chain. We can go to January of 2027. Oh my God, these $10 calls. Get some. Okay, let's see. So these. Not a ton of upside on the Delta, but I'm going to try to get these for. This is why it's important to map these out, map out the levels, and put the orders in. Like, for instance, those snap contracts I told you. What did I tell you what happened Friday? On the private live stream, we said that after seeing a tough day, we expected to see a drawdown on Snap for potentially the rest of the week before this thing bottoms out and buyers come in. So we create a small options position. We put the orders in ahead of time. Oh, they just wrote all those. Yeah, Friday is the premium only stream, so got to get in there to get access to it. It's where we're sitting down and breaking down the trade live, going through the options trade, going through the equity targets, going through the whole thing, breaking down each piece. So all you got to do is follow along. Let me pull up. I want to pull up the options chain for this really quick to look at October 24th. So they just wrote a bunch of options for October 24th. Okay. Okay, so here are the strikes. I'm pulling these up to 10. So the $9 calls have significant open interest. But in my thinking, it's just load up on the far dated options. And go for like the $10 calls. So Friday we're gonna break down this trade. I'm gonna post it. If you want to get this trade, I'm gonna be posting it for all the premium members in there. I'm gonna put the link at the bottom. All right, I'll put the link right here if you want this trade. This trade I expect to pay. I expect this trade to pay pretty well. So we will carve out the exact options trade. I'll be giving the exact strike, the exact expiration date, and the targets I'm going to hold it to for Hertz because I am liking it here. So we're gonna build that out together. So let's get into smash or pass now. You guys drop the tickers and we go through them quick, as fast as we possibly can. Give you a 30-second or less. Smash or pass, whether we like it, hate it, love it, or just never want to look at it again. So drop your ticker in the chat. All I ask is that you drop just one ticker per comment, but comment 10 times. I don't care. Drop 20 tickers. I'll give you a second. All right, let's get into them. I don't see many. I don't know why everyone's so slow today, quiet, but whatever. All right, let's get into them. So, Cools, Tammy, if you Lavian, if you just want to pop a bunch in there, go for it. Because nobody else wants to do it. All right, so this one's pretty straightforward. This one was on the screener. This one is at trend line support. I do actually love this. I would say this one definitely gets a smash above $2. And I love that it's above 210. Wow. So you're just setting up for a run to 260 gap fill. This is a banger. Good find, Coles. That's a smash. This one should run easy. 3-1. Even if you put a 10% stop in, it's 3-1 pretty much. Well, 2-1. But ideally, you want to see it retest 351. But I love this trend support. Good find. That's definitely getting a smash. Put them in the phone book, dude. Call them up. Invite them over. Guilt. I feel like that was a subtle dig, Tammy. Trying to guilt trip me, Tammy? God, this is taking forever to pull these up. Oh, my God. What? Wow. This thing's been on a tear. Looks phenomenal, but buyer beware. Just be careful. There's old money waiting to get out of this. So this would be a pass from me. Plus, I don't see an entry that I really like. This is in no man's land. So I'm gonna give it a pass. I wish I owned some Weeble. I didn't trade that IPO. I completely missed it. I know Lee, you guys crushed it with Lee. Oh, very interesting. What is this in terms of evaluation? Would it be apples to oranges to compare them to Robinhood? I think no way, but oh my God, ChatGPT is so funny, dude. Take a guess at how it abbreviated the word cumulative on this tracker of those SPY trades. Just take a guess at how ChatGPT chose to shorten the word cumulative. That's CUMUL. Strip says compound. So hold on. I like that you brought this up, Breckle. I actually did some research on that this weekend. So they prevented. So, oh man. Oh God, you guys would bring it up. So we're going to have a whole stream on this because me and Porter were talking about it. Like it just requires too much time. Like I want to break down what the DTC is. Like you don't own anything. Like you all have a ton of stock in your portfolio. Surprise, surprise, you don't actually own it. Like I don't know if you know that. You had a certificate. You paid for a certificate. The DTC, which you'd think would be like a governmental organization, and you'd think it would be non-biased, it is actually the most partial organization made up of all the big executives and ex-executives of banking and the government. So basically like, hey, John, we need you to retire, but we need you to go work over there in your retirement and make sure JP Morgan looks good, huh? So then basically the people making the rules are obviously cheating, are obviously manipulating the rules to help their friends. Part of that whole scam is that you don't own any of your shares. The DTC does, unless you register them independently. That was the whole GameStop thing. I think like 40% of GameStop holders independently registered their shares, which gave you a verified count of how many shares are owned by us, right? Because they independently registered them, we now know. GameStop had to report on that in its earnings. Then what happened? The DTC said, hey, you're just going to report our numbers from now on. That was the whole straw man argument. If you look at the total amount of shares that were sold short, they were way more than the actual available amount of shares, which means people are selling the, as they said, synthetics, right? Fake shares. But when the buy button was turned off, it's because there were no more shares to give. The money came in, but there was nothing to pair it with on the other end. So they had to shut the whole machine down. Or they would have been over leveraged. Robin would have shut down and it would have destroyed our entire economy. Fucking GameStop. What do you know? So how do they compare? Wow, ChatGPT is stupid. I still can't believe Robinhood made the S&P. So Weeble's enterprise value is about $5 billion. Robinhood's is no, wait. So head to head, Webull market cap 6.3 billion. Robinhood is 82 billion. Forward P on Webull's higher. Trailing PE is higher on Robinhood. All right, I think we're gonna have a trade on this one too. We'll be covering. Let's go through this on Friday, guys. This is a perfect one for Friday. The wrap up to break down, dive into the look into it a little bit deeper. I love it. So let's break this one down Friday too. All right. Goose? What in the hell, Tammy? Is this the goose down Canada goose down shit? The coats? Subordinate voting shares? What the hell? Oh. I see, Tammy. Interesting. But why? Why is it trading on the bottom end of the pivot? What happened? What was this is a great exercise. Figure this out and send it to me. Let's see where you're at. Why? Why is it trading on a lower distribution? Why is it here now? That'll give us the answer as to whether or not we like it in the future. You could put it here or DM it. Nothing. Oh, Broken Hill Mines, limited warrants on Broke Hill. Oh, Breckle, I love you. Grouchy bastard. Oh, wow. Jesus. This is cooked. Well, who grabbed this on the breakout at 9? Looks like we had that perfectly analyzed. Missed it. I know Shy was talking about it down here, though, so I'm not tripping. He definitely gave it to you guys at $1.50 for sure. So that's a 10x. Congratulations if you took it. I did not, unfortunately. Continuation here, just trend support, follow it up to point of confluence, which would be about 20 in November of 2026 at the current rate. So I'm going to stick with that, and I would just watch that continue. Good find, Marvell. This thing looks in a very interesting position. What's the expectation on earnings for them? God, you guys are on it. Pulling up their earnings expectation. Oh, earnings growth's coming. Number of revisions up. Did we just find another trade? Look at us. God, you guys are the shit. Good find. Add it to the Friday list. We got 3 to break down. This is quality too. This is a long hold. This is a good name for the long term. So I'm excited. This is good. These are good finds. Jesus. He's got a bunch of them. 6 o'clock. Wow. All right, we got some bangers to work with. So let's get to it Friday. Guys, if you don't have access to premium and you can't attend the stream Friday, get it before Friday to get in. I would highly recommend it. I think the trades we break down Friday are going to cover the cost and then some. Most people that have, 5 to 10 grand to work with pay for it in a month. If you're starting with 400, you still could do it. Like I said, that one Robinhood trade turned 400 into 20K. We didn't do anything. We just waited. So get with the team, get with the times. There's no better time to start than now. This is it. You get in now or you miss it. So if you haven't taken that chance, come take it with us. We'll get you set up right. I love y'all. Stay blessed now. Ta-ta. Spy Playmaker will be sent out.